Hey everybody, Paul Brandt here, doing an interview for Gibson.com and Epiphone.com, and as usual I'm in the back of the bus. I don't know how that always happens.
So welcome to the Gibson Guitar Tour Bus,
Thank
Paul.
you very much, it's good to be back.
How has your CCMA experience been so far?
Well, we just got here. It's been great so far. We went down to the venue at Rexall Place. We've been doing a little bit of getting ready for the show and running through some of the stuff we'll be doing there. And I'm excited. We've got a new single coming the day after the CCMAs here, September 13th. So I'm geared up for that. Looking forward to performing it on the show.
Cool. What's the single called?
It is called The Highway Patrol, and it's actually a remake of a song that I heard from an artist named Junior Brown, who's an incredible guitar player, and it was originally written by a guy named Red Simpson. Back in the 70s he put it out, and it was the Bakersfield movement of country music.
Oh, cool.
And it's a really fun song.
Awesome. So last time we had a chance to sit down and talk with you was the 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver, and it appears that in true Paul Brandt fashion, you've been incredibly busy on a number of levels. Let's start with the new CD Now, and the first single, Highway Patrol, like you just said, and has gone to radio cross country, and the fans must be thrilled. What's the response been so far?
I hope they're thrilled. We've got a little bit of it out there. We've previewed it on paulbrandt.com, and so fans get this in the next couple of days before the single actually comes. They can check that out, but they'll be able to buy it exclusively at paulbrandt.com to start. And I'm pretty pumped about sharing this new music with everybody. We've been working hard in the studio down in Nashville getting it together. Now will be available as a CD, but it's also going to be we're calling it a book set, and it's going to have every album we've done since Small Towns and Big Dreams, and it'll have 2 albums worth of new material as well. So we're kind of getting all that geared up and ready to go for mid-2011, and hopefully be hitting the road in one of these. Can we take the Gibson bus with us? Would that be okay?
Sure.
We'll take that along too. It'll be part of our convoy.
I don't know who I'm speaking for.
Sounds good.
As always, you are one of the most amazing humanitarians, not just in the music industry, but in Canada. The Small Town Heroes contest, you continue to work with anti-child trafficking globally, and the bill for Canada to oppose this, and countless other causes. How do you decide, as an artist, to become involved with the humanitarian work?
It's I love doing music. I love getting the opportunity to entertain people and help them to escape. That's a big part of music for me, is just the fun side of it. But I think that on the flip side of it, using it as a tool to be able to change the world that we're in is amazing. And to be able to be a part of that and partnering with the fans is an exciting thing for me. We've got a part of our website called Priceless. It's a new foundation that we're setting up right now. And it'll be an opportunity for me to work with my fans in a way like we've never been able to before. We've raised hundreds of thousands. Probably, if I counted it all up, it's been millions of dollars for different causes around the world with the fans. And Priceless is going to help us to do that in a new way. So I'm excited about that and hope that people will check that out too.
So you're just able to click Priceless on your website?
Yeah, they can click the Priceless button and learn a little bit about it. There'll be more coming in the new year, but it's going to be a really cool thing. Last time we did something with the fans along those lines, I took a fan with me from British Columbia, actually. She was a Master's of Journalism student at UBC named Laura Housam, and she came to Cambodia with us and documented the trip while we were there. And we all learned a lot through what she was doing, blogging for us. So it's a cool way to work with the fans too.
It is really cool. So you must have seen a lot of pain and conditions of the human spirit, and laughter and love. Giving your time to such worthy causes, how does this translate into your creative process as an artist?
I think that I don't know that I've ever written any songs specifically about any of the experiences. I mean, it's how do you write a song about a child who has no parents because they've passed away and they're taking care of their young brother or sister at the age of 6 or 7 years old. But you learn something about the human experience and about courage, about hope, and I think that those emotions work their way through some of the things that we see around the world and work their way into the songs and hopefully inspire people.
Awesome. So you checked out your new website, and first of all, big thank you for representing Gibson on it.
Absolutely.
Your relationship with Gibson has started a couple years ago and has blossomed into one that is in a two-way street, with Gibson supporting you in your charity work and other endeavors. How do you see music and the gift of music affecting those less fortunate? Well,
it was neat. I mean, in a really concrete way. When we were in Cambodia in November last year, we got to visit a place. It's an incredible place called Place of Rescue that a friend of mine named Marie Anns runs, and people can check out their site at placeofrescue.com. But she's taken care of hundreds of orphans in the country of Cambodia, and we did a little concert for them there. And at the end of the concert, we were able to present them with an Epiphone guitar.
Oh, cool.
And you should have seen. I mean, you can actually check it out on our website. You see the smiles on the faces of those kids as they're receiving that guitar, and just being able to share the gift of music in that way. It was wonderful to partner with Gibson and Epiphone, and you know, bring a little bit of joy and laughter into the lives of kids that have seen a lot of difficult things.
Awesome. So let's talk a bit about some of your Gibsons. Has your Hummingbird acoustic become your favorite, and what's your favorite electric?
I love playing it, and it's been really cool being able to have it on the road sort of as my go-to guitar. Not only the sound of it, but just the way that it looks. It's got this really cool vintage vibe, and we used it a lot in the artwork for the new project. You'll be seeing that kind of front and center. I haven't had a chance to work on any of the electrics that I've got and start actually playing them very much yet, so I don't know if I've actually got a favorite that's jumped out there yet, but I'll be having a little bit of time in the studio in the next little while, so hopefully I'll be able to get on board with that. And we used a pretty awesome Les Paul Studio. It was a white pearl finish in the latest video. We shot actually yesterday and the day before, and I think that it's gonna pop and look really great.
I saw a photo of that on your Twitter.
Oh, very cool. Yeah.
I think we retweeted it for you.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you. Yeah.
So, if Paul Brandt was able to build his dream Gibson guitar, what would it be? Color, shape, neck, and tone?
Man, does it have to just be one? That's the problem. I want more than
it could be
one.
more than one, I guess.
I don't think I could ever narrow it down, you know. I tend to really like a low action on the guitar and have a fairly, just fairly thin neck. I learned on a classical guitar and it was just a plank, and so I kind of get spoiled in being able to have something nice and, nice low action. But it just depends on the setting, what I'm going to be using it for. In the studio, you listen to the song and you ask the song what it wants, and then go at it from there. So I'm not sure that I could pick a specific tone or anything like that. What
about a favorite color or shape?
I love the sunburst kind of stuff. It's there's something about that that's just, I don't know. It's always been really appealing to me.
Cool. So you're a native Albertian. You've hosted the CCMAs a few times before, and this year, once again, you're performing on them in your home province. How does that feel?
It feels amazing. It's awesome to be here in Alberta. I moved back about 4.5 years ago from Nashville, and we've been calling Alberta home from a standpoint of actually having our place here, and it's just been great, and the reception's been amazing. I thought that when we left Nashville, we were going to be leaving a lot behind from a career standpoint, and the fans in Canada have embraced us in such an unexpected and amazing way that it's really a great feeling to be able to walk out on the stage, and I have a feeling it will be here at Rexall again.
Awesome. Are there any upcoming tour plans? What's in store for you for 2011?
Yeah, we're getting ready. This is going to be the first time me trying to tour being a daddy. I've got a 2.5-year-old little boy named Joseph, and we've got another baby on the way in the beginning of November. And I was trying to figure out how that was all going to work, and whether or not we were going to be able to do it as a family. And my wife, actually, Liz, came up to me. She's been a part of the band and has been a huge part of my career right from the beginning. She came up one day and said, "I want to hit the road. Let's go do this." So fall 2011, it'll be the Paul Brandt Traveling Family Band, and away we go. So I'm excited about it. We're going to be hitting it fall 2011 again.
Cool. Well, my last question is a trivia question. Since we're in Edmonton, Gord Bamford's hometown, he's nominated for 7 awards. What's your prediction as to how many Gord's going to take home?
I think Gord could sweep it. I'm excited for him.
He's already won one today.
Yeah, that's right. And we've been bumping into each other on and off on the road in the last little while, and just kind of just chatting and talking. He's a really great guy. I really like him a lot, and I think that the music that he's been putting out, especially over the last couple of years, has just been absolutely incredible. It pops on the radio, and you know that it's a Gord Bamford song right away. So I hope things go really well for him this year. He's worked really hard, and I think he really deserves it.
Awesome. Well, it's a pleasure talking to you. We can't wait to hear the new record now.
Cool. Yeah.
And good luck.
Thanks for having me on the bus.